agriculture first. Everything can wait, but not agriculture.
In many ways, 2014 is a landmark year for Africans. In recent times, many countries have enjoyed encouraging economic growth. However, food and nutrition shortages, as well as unemployment, especially in rural areas, are still among the many challenges facing the continent. So what progress is being made? And what steps are Africans taking to create a sustainable future for themselves and for their children? Agricultural development in Africa is vital to eradicating hunger and creating wealth. According to the World Bank, economic growth from agriculture reduces poverty by twice as much as any other industry. The Comprehensive Africa Agriculture Development Program, or Caadp, was established to achieve agriculture-led development on the African continent. Caadp is entirely African-led and African-owned and represents African leaders' collective vision for agriculture in Africa. To realize their vision, the leaders agreed to increase public investment in agriculture by a minimum of 10% of their national budgets and to raise agricultural productivity by at least 6%. Durban in South Africa was the venue for Caadp's 2014 Partnership Platform meeting. This is the first year following the 10th anniversary of the program's launch in Maputo, Mozambique in 2003. Significantly, the African Union has called 2014 the Year of Food Security, setting the tone for Caadp's sustained momentum into the next decade.
This 10th Caadp PP is being held in a landmark year for the African Union, which is celebrating at the same time 10 years of Caadp and the Year of African Agriculture and Food Security.
We have, as we speak, over 48, almost 50 countries that are formally engaging in Caadp implementation. And by formally, I mean that they have gone most of the times into a cabinet decision to begin to implement the Caadp as a policy framework for agriculture development. Out of that 50, there are 40 that have signed up on a country compact. And this is a Caadp compact, which is a very significant milestone in the process of embracing Caadp implementation.
The West African country of Burkina Faso has taken some decisive steps towards internalizing the Caadp reform approach in recent years.
C'est ainsi que lorsque vous regardez, de 2006 à 2013, nous avons noté un accroissement de la dépense publique, la dépense publique au secteur agricole d'environ 13%. En termes de budget, nous avons noté un accroissement d'environ 14%, ce qui est extrêmement important. Et cela a permis vraiment d'arriver aux investissements que je venais de signaler, notamment dans le domaine de la maîtrise de l'eau, de l'attribution, de la facilitation de l'accès aux intrants.
By pooling their resources and working together in cooperatives, smallholder rice farmers in Burkina Faso can now capitalize on economies of scale, as well as the more productive use of equipment and infrastructure. An effective way to transfer knowledge, skills and relevant technology in rural settings is achieved by farmer field schools. These accessible training sessions help smallholders to overcome production problems and to create more opportunities. In the East African country of Tanzania, the National Agricultural and Food Security Investment Plan is now more focused on production and commercialization. This strategy includes transferring technology and subsidized inputs to smallholders, as well as encouraging public-private partnerships. In recent years, the advent of free enterprise has opened the door for ambitious entrepreneurs in Tanzania. This local trader of seed and fertilizer in the southern highland city of Iringa has found his niche in the region's agriculture value chain.
Kampuni ya Yala ni kampuni ambayo imekuwa ikitupa mafunzo kuhusiana na aina ya pembejeo na namna ya matumizi. Hicho ndicho kinachotupelekea sisi kuwa pia walimu wa wakulima wetu au wateja wetu.
Improved irrigation technology and infrastructure has opened up new avenues of income generation for rural communities in the southern highlands of Tanzania. In line with the Caadp target, the southern African country of Malawi has been spending roughly 10% of its annual budget on agriculture and food security since 2003. Although it has a strong focus on maize self-sufficiency through input subsidies, Malawi's investment plan for agriculture also focuses on reducing post-harvest crop losses, along with a sustainable agriculture and water management program.
In some countries we have increased production of agricultural produce. However, we are seeing a lot of this production going to waste. So there's 40% of post-harvest loss in the continent.
Post-harvest losses occur on the farm during storage, when the grain is incorrectly stored for own consumption or while the farmer awaits a selling opportunity or a rise in prices. Grain banks can be used to store grain within a community to ensure availability during times of shortage.
Pofika chaka chinocho ngati 2013-2014 ndi pamenenso gululira tinasungamo chimanga chochuluka mabag 6,000 bags achimanga.
So the challenges that we'll be having now is farmers aligning themselves with the market so that farmers know where they're going to sell before they produce.
Improving and updating technology in agriculture leads to higher productivity. Caadp encourages a quantifiable increase in investment in local agricultural research to promote more sustainable farming practices and increased yields.
The contribution to GDP has improved in almost all countries implementing Caadp. We hope that in the coming 10 years that will accelerate, because we are almost done with the planning process. Now we are in the phase for implementation.
So to do this, we have adopted this time around a very clear results framework that is defining the results we want to see. And in that results framework, we are looking at what is the baseline and what are the targets we want to achieve in the next 10 years.
The Sustaining Caadp Momentum Results Framework supplies the necessary impetus to propel Africa to new heights in the next decade.